12 meter.
Thank you.
My name is Dudley. I'm from San Francisco, California.
And what are you doing here today?
I'm here selling my illustration and fine art prints. My illustrations are hand-drawn and digitally colored. My inspiration kind of draws from like futurism, dreamscape, surreal, concept art, and this particular illustration series is kind of like looking into a future world that's turned a bit mythological. So there's the introduction of mythological creatures and elements, and the kind of emphasis on nature and wildlife and animals and regeneration. My main goal with this illustration series is to grow it into a graphic novel, and I have a few different concepts going, but I think that's a long-term goal. That would be like a big project, and that's going to take a lot of thought, a lot of development, and a lot of labor. So I'm definitely open to talking with collaborators, like other writers and people that I could work with. Yeah, I have a website, it's claradudley.com, and I also have a Facebook page, which is Clara Dudley Art and Design. And I also sell my work on Etsy, and my Etsy shop is called Onwards Press, and Onwards Press is kind of my shop version of my art practice.
Do you have any advice for any people who want to start selling their work?
I'd say just like be confident about self-promotion and just don't worry if you're about it. Like people are really timid, really like kind of awkward about self-promotion. That's like social media is like free advertising basically. You can go on Twitter, you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, and people will see your work. And don't be afraid to like reach out to other artists. You know, send your stuff to magazines. Don't worry about rejection. I get rejected all the time. I don't care. I love my work, you know, it's like, it's fun, and like, that's how it goes, you know, everybody gets rejected sometimes, it doesn't matter, so you just keep at it. Also, don't compromise on your vision of what you want your work to be, because I think there's, especially when you're transitioning to commercial work, or like trying to market it towards, shape your work towards a commercial audience, you can have that in mind sometimes. But I think it's really important to just do really what you want to do, and like people will be drawn to that, and you'll find your audience. You know?
Cool. Thank you so much, Claire.
What's your name?
Nessa Finnegan. I'm from Dublin. So today I am here selling my collection of prints, jumpers, tote bags, badges, stickers, patches, the whole range. I would say main themes, people would probably describe it as being feminist work. I use a lot of Irish language and English language together as well. A lot of puns between the two languages, and I draw from printed media, so magazines, things that we see a lot and that are targeted a lot of women, and then I would subvert the language and the look of it for some of the work. I sell at markets in Dublin, and I also have some work in Designist on Georgia Street, and then alongside that I also am an art workshop facilitator. So I work with children's groups and adults groups as well in Dublin. Coming up with my ideas, I have an art practice, so I draw a lot of my ideas for my collection from that. So it might be existing work, so it's more about thinking about how to make it more accessible to people and affordable to people as well. I would say where I really have to push to make space and time for me to create new work.
Right.
I really have to mark it out on my calendar that that's what I'm going to do for a couple of days a week if that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a struggle to be able to be creative and to be self-employed in this way. Yeah.
What is your ultimate goal? Like, if nothing went wrong for the next 10, 20 years, what do you want to be doing with your time?
Oh goodness, I would like to be working full-time as an artist. I would also like to continue having a collection that's available to people. I think that people really enjoy buying creative and unique work, especially when it's an Irish-made product. I think people really enjoy buying Irish-made when they're in Ireland, and I know from friends that they really try to buy Irish, and if it's supporting Irish design and Irish art, it's even better. So I would like to continue doing this part of my business as well. Website is nessafinnegan.com, NESSAFINNEGAN, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Nessa Finnegan, and on Facebook at Shop Nessa Finnegan, and I have an Etsy shop as well, so Shop Nessa Finnegan.
If you have to give a piece of advice to anybody who wants to sell their work at markets, sell their work online, what would you advise them to do?
Not to be precious about your work. Just book a market, put together what you've got, and see how it goes.
Very good.
It's a good place to start.
Practical.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Kylie Thomas. I'm from Crestway, just south of Glasgow, Scotland. So this is my All Things Tom comic. So it's kind of a mix of sort of spammy illustrations and badges and prints and artwork, as well as some zines and different bits and pieces.
What are the main themes of your work? What would you say is the feeling of it?
I would say like none of the stuff is that much thought about. You know, it's kind of stuff that's sort of bumping about in my head for most of the day, and then when I get the chance to get it out, this is just kind of what happens. Part-time I work in an animation studio here in Dublin, and then the other part of the time I spend doing comic stuff and poetry. A real kind of goal for me would be like if I went to one of these comic cons and I saw someone dressed as one of my characters.
Oh, that's amazing!
I'd be like,
The dream come true.
all I kind of work towards is just doing something a bit different every year and like progressing somehow in some way each year. So maybe like this year I've started doing some zines and I've got ideas for doing a comic, actually printed, kind of hardback comics. So each year I like to do something different. So you could find me at www.allthingstom.blogspot.com.
Okay,
And
great.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter, and I think that's
If you were going to give a piece of advice to somebody who wanted to do this, sell their things in a market, what advice would you give?
just do it. Try and give yourself a focus or a goal. Maybe there's like a particular idea that you have that's based on a character. Maybe like just focusing that and develop pieces from that. Rather it's so overwhelming. You think before you've never done anything like this before. You think you have to do everything. Just give yourself like a little focus. You've got a particular character. Maybe you could focus on that character and do them in maybe 5 different designs, like clothing or different situations. Maybe just focus on that and just do like a couple of prints and you know, a small comic or a small zine. You don't have to do everything. And you build, the more you do, the more that you'll find out what works for you. Try not to think about pleasing the audience too much. It's got to come from a place that's really authentic and not like rehashed over someone else's idea.
Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thanks for being in.
My
I'm Karen Hart, and you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Giovanna Medeiros. I am from Brazil, and I moved to Dublin to study English where at the Fairmont College, and I studied here illustration for 2 years. I finished in 2014, and I've been working as a freelance illustrator ever since.
Hello, I'm Megan Hyland. I'm an art director and advertising by trade, but I also do illustration in my spare time.
Hi, my name is Holly Pereira. I'm from Wicklow, and I'm an illustrator, animator, sign painter, and muralist.
I think you really need to plan yourself initially, because when it comes to time and you don't have any money, it becomes too stressful, and that really can affect your work. And you have to have a lot of patience.
So I would encourage trying to do personal projects after work. Just set yourself a little goal every day or every week if you can, and even if you miss a week, come back to it and just finish it. Because the biggest part is you could have a million half-filled sketchbooks, you could have a million half-filled ideas, but finishing something and saying that it not be perfect, just finishing something is so satisfying and important to do when you're starting out being an artist.
I think you just accept when you're a self-employed artist that you're going to have to double job all the time, like working when everyone else isn't working, and that's just the way it is for a couple of years until you get paid to do what you want. But just accept you're not going to have a life for probably years
Or ever. Where I work in a kind of a big company now as a graphic designer. But a few years ago, I kind of started drawing in work, and I was like, oh, look, I can draw. Do you want me to draw stuff? And then they started going, oh, we want you to live illustrate a workshop, and we do innovation workshops. And so I'm standing at the back of a room drawing what everyone's saying, and they're all like, oh my God, it's so cool. It's not what you know or who you know, it's who knows what you know. So it's basically like, if people don't know what you do, then they won't ask you to do it. So how do you kind of foster that creative community in your own towns or online? Any examples of that?
I do have a lot of friends that work in the same thing in Brazil, but they all from different parts, and Brazil is huge. So most of them just know from the internet, and we really help each other out whenever, it's really great. I'm never afraid of approaching another illustrator when I have a question about a certain quote or a budget, if that's fair or not, and I think we should really keep that transparent, so the work is fair for everyone.
I head up the Dublin chapter of Ladies Mind Design, which is about fostering mentorship for female designers in the design industry. Because there's a big kind of split, there's a 70-30 split that in colleges there's 70% girls, 30% lads, and then when you get to the top end out there in the world, it's flipped. So it's kind of pushing more women to get up there and be creative directors and managing directors of design companies.
If you are nervous about joining in groups, why don't you start your own? I'm a full believer in make your own community, the people around here and the people you went to college with, and there's no reason why you can't. So I think, make your own community.